Hi, today we will be discussing the importance of communicating with children who are deaf or hard of hearing by highlighting information concerning the importance of early language development, the consequences of language deprivation, and the benefits of learning American Sign Language for hearing families with deaf or hard of hearing children. We will also provide examples of a few important signs to enhance ASL skills and increase communication with your child. I will begin with the consequences of language deprivation, or in other words, limited exposure to ASL. Studies have shown that without proper communication with your children, serious long-term effects on your child's development can occur. Unfortunately, when a deaf child is not learning or behaving appropriately, the assumption is that their deafness is the cause of these problems, when in actuality, it is the lack of functional communication that is the cause of these behavioral issues. Think for a second. If you cannot communicate your frustrations, concerns, happiness, achievements, or if you are not feeling well, you too may attempt to communicate these emotions in ways that are not appropriate, out of desperation to get people to hear you. These learning and behavioral issues can be minimized by effectively and appropriately communicating with your children through the use of ASL. Now that we have a basic understanding of the consequences of language deprivation, let me share the importance of early language development. The amount of visual language, or ASL, directed towards the developing child is strongly linked with the child's vocabulary growth and, in turn, their future reading and writing skills, showing that language development at an early age is at the root of most tasks associated with later success in school. The most critical language learning occurs in a very short window of time, so it is critical that visual language, such as ASL, is implemented in the home beginning from birth. Language development roughly begins between the ages of 7 and 12 months. An infant begins to look at objects when its name is spoken. Between the ages of 8 and 12 months, the infant begins to imitate the speech and communicative gestures of adults and older children. By the time children are in kindergarten, they should have a vocabulary of about 800 words. It is important to understand that deaf and hard of hearing children do not absorb language through their ears, but instead they are learning language through their eyes. It is crucial for caregivers to make eye contact and use their facial expressions to help the deaf and hard of hearing child learn language. Studies have shown that when deaf children interact with their caregivers through signing, the child shows early language expressiveness similar to hearing children from their same age. As for the benefits of learning ASL for hearing families with deaf or hard of hearing children, study after study has shown that early development of language skills brings advantages. For instance, those who learn their first language early have an easier time acquiring skills in a second language. Also, children with strong language skills consistently outperform their peers on tests of intelligence and other measures of success. Children who are exposed to visual language at a young age also dramatically increase their chance at educational success and enjoy an increase in overall well-being. It is clearly apparent that learning sign language in infancy can make a world of difference in your child's life. With a solid foundation of appropriate communication through ASL, your child can be anything they want to be. Now I want to provide you with a few resources that will help you on your way to becoming an effective communicator of ASL. The first point of contact should be with the Deaf and Hard of Hearing Service Center of Fresno. You may contact the DHHSC at 559-225-3382 or through their website at www.dhhsc.org. DHHSC offers the Reaching Out and Communicating with Our Kids program, or the ROC program, which is free for families with deaf and hard of hearing children. ROC specialists visit families at their homes and provide the family with communicating building centers. Furthermore, another fun way to learn ASL with your child is through the variety of mobile apps easily accessed on cell phones or computers. Now we will move into a few signs that are important in effectively communicating with your child. Hi. Good morning. Good afternoon. Good night. Sweet dreams. Are you hungry? How was your day in school? Are you sad? Are you scared? Are you hurt? Are you frightened? Great job. I am very proud of you. I love you. Lastly, it is good to know that the one need that all deaf and hard of hearing children have is the common need for effective communication of meaningful information, including information that says, I see you, I know you, I understand you, and most importantly, I love you. This concludes our video. Thank you for your time.